Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Here we are again, rocking and rolling on our cover. So, it dried. It's all dried. And we're just going to get going here. I'm probably going to do a bit of fast forwarding because I'm going to do some hand stitching on here. So, I just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing so that you have an idea moving forward what's happening. So, there'll be a lot of fast forwarding probably in this video just so you can still see the process, but some of it is a little bit, it's probably going to be a little time consuming since I'm going to be stitching and whatnot here. So yeah, so we're going to get to it. So first off, I want to make sure these get fastened on here better because this one did not, there was not enough glue to kind of hold it in place. We're going to stitch it down anyway, it's going to be fine. This one stayed better, but I realized I needed a little bit more space in here to be able to make this where our little closure can go through. So that is a little bit more loose, excuse me. And so we're gonna just scooch this down just a titch as we sew. So this has got a little bit of space so we can get our fastener to be able to slide through there. And is that really gonna go crooked? All right, well, we'll think about that as we go because that's kind of interesting, but I kind of like it nice and straight too. Maybe I'll just make it a little wonky just to give it a little bit of a different interest. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna use an awl and my piece of foam here. So I have this piece of foam that I use and it's hard on one side, it's soft on the other. Could I push through without this? Yes, I could. However, I feel like it works a little bit better to have this. This thing was in like a perfume box or something that I had taken apart for something else, and it works fantastic for me to be able to use the awl to poke through for things. Which awl do I want to use? I want this one. I have two awls. They kind of have different ways that I use them. One has a gradient that sizes up faster than the other one, if you can see the difference there. So this gets thicker faster, and this one is a little bit more slimline. I think we'll use this one since we're doing stitching. So here's what I'm going to do since I have them placed how I want them. And I'm going to go about, because I want to get into the edge of the cover really well. So we're just going to poke a couple of holes through here to really get that fastened in. And we might kind of play our stitches out a little bit this way and that way. So once again, some messy stitches there. Let's go ahead and do this side right away. This one I'm going to kind of continue the stitching this way. And I know what stitch I'm using, and it's called a blanket stitch. So I am just kind of poking a line. I'm trying to make them not perfect, so we have some variation in our stitches. And this should be interesting. Hopefully it turns out as I wish it to be. About there. Okay. So we're going to do that first quick before I move on to anything else. So you can see where we've got the holes here. And I think that's going to be cool. All right, what do we want to do? I have a couple different kind of grungy fibers here for this. And let's see, we've got some black already, we've got some brown. Let's do a little bit of this tan up there. All right, and I think I'm gonna leave the tail on top so I can tie it off. So let's just go ahead and get started on this here. Okay, so we got that all done. Looking a little rough, but that's our goal, right? But that's going to be nice and sturdy. This isn't going to come off at all, even though it looks like it's ready to go, but it isn't. So, and then we kind of did that there, so that's good to go. Now we're going to go and get our pocket here. So we're going to put this pocket on, but I think I want to add a little interest to this first. And so I was thinking, just to give it something different, layer a couple pieces of lace on here to kind of make like a rough cluster. If I can, okay, well, I guess that's what is happening. Okay, so we're going to do this, and then what else do we want? Maybe a piece of this. I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and do some zipping on that with my sewing machine really quick. Okay, so here we go again. I'm wondering, no, I don't think I want to chance that with my sewing machine, but maybe I will, just a little bit. Eat. Okay, I'm gonna try and see how this goes, to go through this cardboard with my sewing machine. If it doesn't work, we have a backup plan. But I think this is how I want to do this here. Let's get a clip or two. There, just to get it started, see how that goes. Okay, all right, so it worked. I just had to take it slow and steady. My sewing machine, she's a beast. I love her. She is fantastic. She does a great job. So I did some straight stitch, and then I did some zigzag. I reinforced this corner because after I flipped it over and checked it, this was all wonky. So I trimmed the stitches so that I could get this all, because it was all like bunched up. So that's all laying flat. So pretty much our cover is done. We may add some other detail in front here, and maybe do like a little tuck or something. But I also have something I'm thinking about putting here, but we're gonna get to moving on to the next part, which is our signatures. Hooray! And then we can rock and roll and get to having fun inside the book. So our signatures are gonna go in here. I want to prep my needle for what I want to put through, because, well, let's go ahead and mark. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to poke the holes as I go, because each one's going to be a little bit different, but I think we're going to kind of, there's one thing I want to do in here that is important. So we know that we have 4 signatures, plus I want to put like a 5th thing in the middle of the book, and we have our ruler. And so this is exactly 2 inches. So finding that middle is going to be the easiest. So I'm going to mark that first so that I can get those in there, but I don't think they're going to that's going to interfere with our signatures anyway, but it will be easier to put this in beforehand. So I'm going to go ahead and get this marked. I just need to mark this because I'm putting eyelets in here in the center. So about a 1/4 inch down, right about there. And then same down here. Okay, so we're gonna get those eyelets in really quick. And I'm gonna do the pounding method. I'm not gonna use my big crocodile because it seems like it doesn't always want to set my eyelets correctly. I dropped it once, and since then we've had disagreements about life. So I think I just need some small ones. So let me see here. I'm thinking, I don't care if they're different colors. In fact, I might pick 2 different colors. That's a darker one. Let's do like a silver. We'll just do these 2 metal ones. All right, I'm gonna get those set and I'll come back. All right, there's our 2 little eyelets. Now, signatures. Signatures, signatures, signatures. Because I kind of want to freehand these, but I don't know at the same time. I might just have to, yeah. Because they have to kind of be in a certain spot. Boy, that was not quite straight, was it? Oh well. Tis all right. It'll be fine because our signatures are going to be stitched in a little bit lower anyway, so it's totally fine. All right, so we are about, this is about 6 inches tall, isn't it? Let's see here. 2. I like this ruler because it has a middle and it goes out on either side. So 2.5. 2.5. Okay, that's about 2.5 on each side here. So it's 5 inches, give or take. So let's do, okay, tall's not going to matter as much as the line that we want to put it on. That's what we'll do. Let's just draw a line. So we'll just draw a line. I need a pencil. Maybe a sharpened pencil. So hopefully we will show up. So if we have 4 signatures, we could go 1, because we're not going to put one in the center, 1/4 of an inch each way. So here, no. 2. Oh yeah, that'll work. Okay, so here and here. And then, because we want to give extra room for what we're putting in the middle, so there's going to be a 1/2 inch in here. Then this is going to be kind of be here-ish, giving us a little bit of room on either side. How many do that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So let's hope we can keep that line going here. Here, right? 1, 2, 3. So at the 4, at the 8, at there, and at there. One more spot here, just to make it kind of even. At the 4, at the 1/2, the 1/2, and the 8. Okay. I'm gonna draw a little line. Is this perfect? No. If I wanted it to be perfect, it wouldn't happen. I just wanted a rough idea. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm okay that there's a little, it seems a little bit wider on this side. We got this big pocket in the back. It's a little bit more slim toward the front, totally fine. But we have guidelines for where our signatures can be stitched now. And it's pencil, it's no big deal, it'll rub off. Now the center section, the reason I'm leaving that a little bit more space, that one envelope that we have, I'm gonna put that in the center, and then that way, and on an elastic, so it can slide in and out to like hold some extra ephemera or bits and pieces, things like that. So we're gonna work back to front. Now I need to figure out which signature I wanna put where. I kind of like this one being in the front, but I don't know if we should maybe just have something a little more plain. So this, if this is the first thing we see, or maybe we just keep them in the stack that they were in and go with it. All right, let's just take a look and see what it looks like in general. I think no matter what we do, it's going to look good. I feel like having this black lace stick out a little bit farther back in the book would be nice. We're gonna have more fiddly bits sticking out anyway. So let's do a whole, let's do it like this. And flip it around and see, hang on. Because some of these friends are taller than others. You should be in the back, I think. You should be in the front. Maybe? I'm kind of okay with that, actually. That seems better. Fabric there. Decisions. Did I have fabric in this one? I thought I put fabric in every single one. What did I do for fabric in this one? Did I not? Or did I only put it in 2? I thought I put it in all 3. Well, biscuits, answers. Okay, let's pause, assess. We have this ready. Let me move this for a moment. I want to have the signatures be balanced and interesting. Let's put you back in the order you were in. This one, then this one, I think. Then this one, then this one. Okay, let's take a look here quick. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it probably does not matter in the least which goes where. Am I right? Probably the truth. Because it's going to look cool regardless. But I don't want to have 2 signatures next to each other that have similar things in them. Not that it would matter. Because I don't think that is something that's going to be super noticeable in this book. You know what I mean? So let's see. I just want to take a peek and see what we got happening. So I thought I put fabric in each one. So I wanted to have a fabric page in each one, but apparently I didn't. So we might need to rectify that situation. We have fabric. Let's do it. Who wants to join a party? Who wants to join the party? Oh, we could do one of these. Let's do this. You add this in someplace. Let's do it. Okay. And then we will have something in each one. Where should we put it? I mean, this has at least this fabric bit in here. Oh, and in the center there, but that's fine. We can add more texture. More texture is good, right? How about here? What does it look like here? Do it a little cockeyed. Oh yeah, kind of like that. Okay, yeah. So that one will get there. Good. So we added a little fabric bit to that one. Okay, friend, what are you doing? How did we miss that? Okay, so this has this stuff in this one. Okay, and this is the center is our vultures, so that's awesome. So this one is good to go. Yes. I feel like you are extra wonky. That's okay. Now, since we added another piece into that one, I wonder if we shouldn't add another page into some of the other ones, like one into each one, so they're even. Does it matter? No, because we're gonna do some tip-ins and stuff. Okay, and then this one definitely has fabric in it, clearly. Okay, I think that should be good then. All right. And I think I like the order I feel like that's the order I've been working with this whole time, so it's probably going to be the best bet for everything. Plus, the staining matches up. It doesn't have to, like it would be totally fine if it didn't. Oops, oh, that would have been good to have earlier. All right, I think we'll just go with it, with the moon and stuff on the front, even though it's a little shorter page. Let's just go with it. All right, get you friends up here, get you rocking and rolling. So we're gonna do something fun when we put these in too. So I'm going to find our center here. We're gonna go like this. Let's get a couple paper clips. And clip these guys. And I'm trying to make sure this is nice and tight, which it is. It should be good. And let's get this bad boy in. I'm gonna show you, we're gonna do something interesting on the spine when we do this. I haven't specifically picked out what's going where, so I'm gonna line this up on that line. It is on that line. And I am going to trust my instincts that everything is good. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, look at that. Fabulous. 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 All right. Now, I want to put some beads or something on the spine as we go here too. And so I have some of these long tube beads. Well, here, let me just show you. I pulled some of these beads out. I tried to find some of my more natural looking stuff. These are shiny, but like there's some interesting like glass beads in here. And then I have these, which are more of a natural glass. So we might stick to these. They're a little bit more rustic looking, and maybe just stick to some of the smaller ones, put 1 or 2 on different sections of our spine. Might try and find an old button too. That might also be an option. But I kind of think it would be cool to put one of these scarabs on here. I've had these for a long time and I absolutely love them. And I've got a few left. I use them every once in a while on projects. So let's focus on those. So put those forefront and let's do it. Now, I think I'll do some different colors on some of these too. So let's see what color is going to look good to start with. So this is going to be on this side. Let's do that dark brown to stitch it in. I think maybe we will just do brown overall, or maybe something else. I don't know. All right, so we need at least 1, 2, 3, a little extra. And we're going to stitch this in. Do we want to have it tie on the inside or the outside? I think we might do each one a little bit different too, but I think tying on the inside, then we can put something on the inside here. And then, okay. So, 1. And now let's find a bead or 2, see what's gonna look good. I don't think a lot, I think some smaller ones. I kind of like what colors are going to go. Will you fit on my needle? No, and I was worried that was going to be the issue. I don't mind a few little pops of color, but I think we want to keep it, try and keep it neutral. I only have 2 of these guys. You can see they're pretty long. Let's try, I wonder, I should have looked to see, maybe we'll measure on one of our other signatures to make sure we have enough space. But see, yeah, that's too long there. Might be able to do it on one of the inside parts. Oh, I have these black ones. That could work. Let's do that. And then do we want to put a bunch? Do we want to just put a couple? I think just a couple. I might have to take my needle off so that I can get a couple of these guys. This metal one looks kind of cool. Okay, you fit. Great. Anybody, another friend want to join the party? How about this white one? Yes, okay. We are just going with our gut here to see what we like more than anything else. So that's going in here. Make sure I don't lose my tie. Let's put you on there, because that'll help. That will, oh, that one's not very tight. Get in there. I just want to put something on the end so I don't pull through. All right, now we're going to go through our signature. Perfect, beautiful, love it. And then okay, I kind of like that, just a few here and there. Yes, 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 yes. Now the tricky bit. All right, tail. Come on, tail. There we go. All right, let's make sure. Oh, yep, we definitely need to tighten you, friend. There we go. Okay. We're good to go. I think we're all good. I want this to have a little wiggle room. That's perfect. Just tie it up. Tie it up. So now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing for the other sides. Do I have enough for that? Yes. For the others, take you off. And you off. We could go brown and brown on the outsides. What do we want next? I think I want to do one of those big beads. So I think we're going to swap the way that we do it so that we can have the big bead go across. Because, you know, the last stitch on here goes from one side to the other. So I think that might be cool to put on the outside. Trying to think. Okay, we might do something a little interesting here. Let's just use the brown for the whole thing. All right, next signature. Mark it. This just seems like a thin signature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I guess it's fine. It's got 7, just like everybody else. Line it up. Okay, this is going to be more challenging now because we have beads on the back. Maybe let's line it up with the edge here. Oh, that'll work good. Okay, so I'm lining those beads so I still have a flat surface to poke. So the beads are on the outside edge, so I still have this to go off of. So I'm going to be more accurate this way. Okay, line it up. Mark it. Okay, friend. One, 2, and 3. How'd we do? That's good. That's good. Beautiful. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of do this a little different so we can get that big bead on there maybe. I'm thinking now, because normally I do that. Okay, there we go. So you guys get the idea. That's going to be what I'm doing for these. I'm just throwing some beads on as I'm doing the stitching. So I'll do the other two and then come back, show you where we're at. All right, I got those all stitched in. So here's what we look like. So here is the spine. Put beads on each one of these just to give them some really more interest more than anything else. I used this is a seed. This is a little fish bone, some rough glass beads, this is another type of bone bead, I think that one is too. Things like that. So some bits and pieces that I had. These are a couple. This is a wood bead here too. Some kind of old vintage rough glass beads, things like that. So there we go. This is what it looks like closed with our closure. So that's kind of how I had intended it to look. So I'm loving that. And then we have a little book. I'm so happy. So here we go. We've got our book here. I'm loving it. So then we'll just have to put that centerpiece in with its little pocket and we can start having fun now. And not that we haven't been having fun, because we have been, but we can start getting some more stuff on these pages. Make it even more cool. Adding I pulled out a whole bunch of vintage items and stuff that I want to show you guys. So we will be using a bunch of that stuff as we carry on. So we're going to move into the decorating the pages situation next. So getting some more spots to put things and making them more grungy and interesting. That is interesting. That's cool. I wonder what that is from there. Cool. Yeah, so we got lots of room to play in here. Most of the signatures turned out being 7 pages, but I think there's one that has 8 pages in it, or 8 sheets. So this, we're gonna have to fix that. That is still far too white, so we will definitely be doing something like that. Add some more fun things here and there. I don't know that I'll show the whole process as we work. I'll probably do like some similar things, and then yeah, but our pocket is great. You can get plenty of cool stuff in there. This got stitched on at the same time as we did that pocket. So yeah, we have a journal. Our construction is finished. So technically, if you were making one of these, this could be like good to go, and now it can be passed on to its new home if you're going to do something like that. But I am not done yet. So, and this is how I am closing it. I'm tucking it like that and kind of making a, is that how I did it? I'm trying to figure out how I had it last time. Did I go under and up, or just, oh no, I just tucked it under here. I just tucked it under here. But with these buttonhole loops, I might, since we have these buttonholes on here, depending on how thick our pages get, I might actually like fasten a button on someplace too. And then we can put the strap through a button or something. I don't know. We'll play around with some stuff and see what we see. It could be kind of cool. And since this one is almost to here, maybe we could put that one so that we could put a button on this part as well. Just a thought. Go with it. We'll see what happens. All right. So that is that for today. I hope you guys had an enjoyable time. You liked what you saw, or at least got some ideas and inspiration, even if it's not necessarily your specific vibe to make a little grungy junky journal like this. But I'm really happy with how this is turning out and looking. So there we go. All right, guys, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. But really, art with your heart. Have a good night. Bye.